Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to this video. We are going to learn guitar chords that you can use to play seben, rhythm and seben lead. So it's an extension. It's like a second lesson from something I had been teaching earlier on. So I had taught several chords. So we are going to continue from there. So this video is for absolute beginners who are starting and would like to learn some chords that can help them start their journey in playing seben rhythm and seben lead. So in the previous lesson we covered these chords 1, 4 and 5. So if you don't know those chords, you can look at the previous lesson that I did. I'll leave a link to the video. So we are in A. Like I said, this is a video for absolute beginners, so I'm just going to do everything simple and easy. Yeah. So from the previous video, this was our one chord. Just to do a recap, that was the one chord. Yeah, this is the shape we did. The 4 chord, the 1, the 4 and the 5. This was the 5. Now I made tabs. The tabs, I think they are on the top right corner of the video. So I forgot to explain how to read them, but I think I don't know how to explain it, but the way you read those tabs is like it's upside down. Now the top string, the top string is the thinnest, is the E string, this E string. So from that tab, that image, that illustration of the chord, the top string is the thinnest, so it's like it's upside down. So you read okay, that's how they are read. That's how the tablatures are read. So you can try and adapt to that. And then if the way it is like this, the first fret is over here, and then the second fret, the third, the fourth, like that. So it's like it's sideways and it's upside down. So I hope you take note of that. I'll try to write as much as I can in the video to explain that, yeah, the way you read it. So I made those images, those tablatures, just to show you and to explain to you, to make it easy for you to look at the chord and to see how they are held. So 1, 4, 5. Now we are going to learn some other shapes for the same chords. Another shape for the 1 chord, another for the 4, and another for the 5. Now our 1 was over here, then the 4, then the 5. Now the next shape for the 1 will be over here. That's the shape we'll use. Now the way you hold them, we'll call this the first finger. This is the finger number 1, number 2, number 3. And then this is the pinky. 1, 2, 3. So with the finger number 1, you'll hold this part. This is the 5th fret. The 5th fret, the 2nd string. And then with these, I just come here. This is the 6th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th fret. Now the 3rd string from. This is the 1st string, 2nd string, 3rd string. So over there. And then the next is in the 7th fret. This is the 7th fret. The 4th string. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you play them together. So actually they look like it looks like a staircase. The next string, the next fret, the next string, the next fret. So that can make it easy for you to remember. So this is the next shape for the 1 chord. So this is the 1. This is also the 1. It's just that they have different shapes. We call them inversions. So they are both 1 chord. It's both the 1 chord. So the 1, and then the 4, it will look like that. Now this shape is exactly the same as the 1 over here. So over here it was the 1, but over here we hold these 3 strings. The second string, the third string, the 4th on the same fret. Now remember we are in key A, in the key of A. So 1, 4. So 1, 4, 1, 4. Let me do those chords from this position. 1, 4, 5, and then the next shape for the 1 is over here. So you can do 1, 4. So over here I'm holding them with this finger, and I'm just playing them together. So just make sure you press the strings against the fretboard so that they produce sound. 5 over here. 1, and then just come the 5 is over here. I hope just take note. Now let's do the last shape for the 5. So we have done 1, you've done 4. Now this same shape, when we move it 2 frets higher, 1 fret higher, 2 frets higher, it becomes the 5. So 1, 4, and then the 5. 1, 4, 5. So I hope we have been able to get those chord shapes. So the next thing is to try and first of all get the positions and the shapes of these chords. So just try to get it right. So when you just say I want to do the 1 chord, it becomes easy. So practice it until it becomes easy, so that you can be able to move to the next step. So 1, 4, 5, 4, 1, 4, 1, 5. So actually the melody I was playing at the beginning, I was just playing around with the chords. 1, 5, 4. So 1, 5, 4, 5. So it was actually the very simple chords that you already know by now. The 1, the 5, the 4, the 5. So so actually you can create nice melodies from nice melodies from those chord shapes. So that shows you that you're getting somewhere. So it's just the beginning of an interesting and fascinating journey ahead. So 1 4 5 1 4 5. So practice them. And then the next step is to try and move from one shape to another. Try to do some chord changes. Hold down the 1, then move to the 4, then move to the 5, then back to the 4, then back to the 1, 4. So you can just do that rhythm. Play from the first to the second, the third, then the next, then the next, the next, like that. Let that be your first exercise. So when you're trying to do this, if you find it hard to play at that speed, make sure you reduce the speed. That's the secret. Reduce the speed and try to do it as slow as you can. So hold down the next chord, then go to the next, then the 4, the 1, the 4, then the 5, the 4. Over here, the 1, the 4, the 5, then the 4. Then you can also do, instead of coming to these 5 over here, you can come to these other 5 over here. It's the same thing. 1, 4, 5. So it's really interesting. So I hope you have been able to understand, and just remember the secret is take it slow. Do it slowly, and then you'll get it with time. It will get into your fingers with time. You might feel some pain for if you've never played guitar before, but you just get used to it. Yeah. So thank you.